stuck around to play some music for you this morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Well, let's get started with a song. What's the name of the
All
first one?
right. This is called Effortless. I know what I want, and you can't stop me. I'm gonna find it. I'm not taking down this picture I've been holding in my mind. I felt it before, I'll feel it again, and I'm gonna know when it walks in. Not waiting around, but it's not time for settling now. Because falling don't feel like flying yet. I want something effortless. I know when it feels the best. It's easy. It's not right yet, but I know that I'm doing nothing wrong. Not changing my tune just because they haven't played my song. I'm not gonna act like it's good enough. You don't lie to yourself when it's real love. Not waiting around, but it's not time for settling now. Because falling don't feel like flying yet. I want something effortless. I know when it feels the best. It's easy. I want something effortless. Nothing more and nothing less. I want something effortless. Falling don't feel like flying yet. I want something effortless. I know when it feels the best. It's easy. Ooh, I want something. I want something. Falling don't feel like flying. I want something effortless.
Caroline Spence performing live in Studio A there. And tell us about what was going on there at Denison University last night.
Yeah, so I am a graduate there, and they have had me back a couple times to talk to their students in the American Roots program, which is a pretty unique thing. I think there's only 10 other schools in the country that teach the history of American Roots, and I was in their ensemble as a student, and so I met with students, and we did a fun thing where I taught them two of my songs on the spot, and they learned, and we arranged them together, and then I played a gig that night at the school, and it was really a wonderful day.
Well, your new release is now out. That is Heart Go Wild. Let's give away a copy of that right now.
All right, let's do it.
We will take the first caller right now at area code 614-821-9223. That's to get the new Caroline Spence release, Heart of Gold. Well, it's been out a couple of months now.
Yeah, about a month.
And this one's a little different. You were on a label, but not this time around. Tell
Not
us
this
about
time around.
Tell us about the good, the bad, and the ugly about being
We
associated
won't
with
get
the label.
into details, but no regrets. And this is a really nice new chapter. I don't think this album could have been made the way it was and exist the way it is if I'd had the constraints of a label. So this is my first time getting a producer credit, which was really important and something I wasn't able to do while there. And yeah, I'm just really proud of the work we did for this one.
All right, well, let's hear another song, then we'll chat a little bit about the making of this release and what you've got coming up in the future.
This is called The Sound of You, and it is inspired by my husband's very old Volvo. Sings me awake, right to the rhythm of every breath that you take. Last night fell without you, but I fell asleep, waiting on footsteps and shuffling sheets. The sound of you coming home to me, the sound of you coming home to me. The sky loses its blues and mine creeping. I wait for the moment I hear it again. That beat up car engine roaring halfway down the street. The sound of you coming home to me, the sound of you coming home to me. When the silence is broken by the door open, nothing is ever as sweet as the sound of you coming home to me. I love the sound of you coming home to me. A wordless melody. The only thing I need, the sound of you coming home to me. I love the sound of you coming home to me.
If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Caroline Spence performing a song live from her latest release, Heart Go Wild, a song about her husband's Volvo. This is your first release you've put out since being married. So is the
That's
marriage?
true.
Did you come up with any other new subject matter?
Well, this album was actually in the works for we started it 2 years ago. We actually started it about 2 months after I got married. And so a lot of, I've since then I've had gotten married, had a baby, but this is sort of the album that is me working through all the sort of moments in life that and the questions you have to ask yourself to be prepared to do those sorts of things. So I think of it as almost the big question mark before the big dive into those life moments. So yeah.
So you've got a couple of weeks off here, but then you're going to go out on tour, and pretty much all through November with the Lone Bellow.
Yeah.
Lone Bellow has been here at WCBE.
I'm sure they have. They're the best.
And is this your first time out with them?
Yes, I've gotten to know them in Nashville and written with Kaneen and Zach. And yeah, they're just wonderful. They're wonderful people, and I'm really excited to be able to see that show every night.
And your series of shows with them ends up at Nashville at the Ryman.
Yep.
Will this be your first time there?
Will actually be my second time there, which is wild. But I haven't been there since 2019, so it will be a welcome revisit. And yeah, that is just a dream come true anytime it happens.
And you're actually writing for other people now, also TV, movies, commercials. Tell us the difference about what goes through your mind when you're trying to write for a movie versus a 30-second jingle for a commercial.
I'm not usually who they call for the ads. Ads are so specific, but I just actually finished a camp that was targeted of writing songs for a couple of shows that lean more roots and country, which is really interesting. You know, film and TV didn't used to use roots music like in those spaces, so it's a really interesting moment to be a writer. So in those spaces I kind of just have to do what I do, and we produce it in a certain way for those moments. But I love writing for other people and other opportunities. I think I define myself first as a songwriter, and then any artistry comes from that. So I love figuring out what the song is no matter the circumstances.
Well, thanks for coming in and sharing a little bit of your music and your life with us here today. What's the name of the last song you're going to play for us?
It is called Dried Flowers, Old Habits.
Dried flowers and old habits are hanging around my house. I wanna take them down again. Said I would, but I haven't, and now they're gathering dust, a layer of mistrust on them. Why am I this way, waiting on the perfect way to change? A surefire way to let your colors fade, let your colors fade. Like dried flowers and old habits, it's easy to romanticize all the beautiful past lives you've lived. Oh, but I hear change rattling in my pocket as I walk one step closer, not just